When God sent us to Abuja, I wanted Lagos. I actually went to Lagos like twice. I said, Lord, even if you don't, Lekki was not trending at the time, even if you don't send me to Ikeja or send me to Abule Egba, send me. I went to the outskirts. I said, Lord, just, God said, no, I'm not sending you. Abuja no ministry was, you don't see young people. You see people like Archbishop John Praise. You don't see young people like me try to, step into things. Everybody was afraid of Abuja. Abuja was conservative. I'm telling you a true story. I told God, I said, no, I don't want to come here. God said, it's Abuja for you. I'm one of those people that came to Abuja because God told them to come. Okay? We didn't know our way. We didn't know our way. We didn't know anybody. We just knew a few people who belonged to other churches. I remember standing on the altar in Ilorin and saying, if you have relations in Abuja because we don't know anybody, people were reluctant. They were like, what are you going to do in Abuja? You know the story. How that we got here? Somebody followed us like he was doing evangelism with us. And all the money we had. I remembered, because some preachers in Abuja were my senior friends. They were so bitter that I didn't tell them. I had to explain to them that I didn't even know we were going to survive. I didn't know. Like I gave God that month and I said, well, Pastor Flo, my associate, will go to America. I will go to South Africa. I'll be writing books. Because everything just went down. Everything was expensive. But you know the story. As we were distributing handbills, one house help got one of our handbills. And the boss and the wife just left the church. And so they just saw the handbills. Is this a new church? Let's just go there and visit. We were no more than maybe 80 in a small hall that could take 200 people in Icon Luxury. And they came in. Wow. They liked the way I spoke. They liked the church. We had a church. You know why we left the place? We had a church that was big in the big hall. Many people will pass our church and come back. We don't enter that church, we enter our church. What? I said, no, Lord, I don't want this. So we moved to another hall because of that. So when we moved to the other hall, I just had to do what I got to do. At that time, Access Bank was not popular. They had not unified the banks. So if you wrote a check for Access Bank, it would take maybe 7 working days or 5 working days to clear. So we gave the people in that hall the check, and we didn't have money there. We just trusted God because God said we should do it. So I gave them the check. They said, oh, yeah, we trust you. Even, in fact, the way your church is, the way you're looking. But shishi, we don't get. So the Sunday that they were supposed to clear the check on Monday is the first time I will preach and I will be thinking of money in my life. I will hoop a little bit. I will think, calm down. Okay, calm down. You preach here on credit. So we went home. My wife and I drove home. When I got home, I was speaking in tongues, going back and forth. I said, sweetheart, let's go back to church. So I told the people counted, you're not done? So when they saw me, they just came out, all of them, because they knew, because, we shared it with everybody. They came out with a check. That family that the house help invited, they decided, because that was their third service, they decided to pay tithe into our church. And that money has not finished. That's the reason why we're here today. Listen to me. I'm telling you a true story. Help is real. Divine assistance. Divine assistance. Somehow, we invited a preacher to preach in our church while we were still in a certain hall. And on Saturday night, because everybody there, they were not just Muslims. Do you know the Muslims that wear headgear? Everybody. So they knew that, oh, so you are church. When they heard Coza, they felt, So they said, no, we should leave. So we went to Hilton. One service, they chased us out. We went to Sheraton. One service, they chased us out. In my mind, I was like, God told me, he said, if you don't take authority, that's how your church will go down. So we went for an event, and I sat near a popular pastor. And he said to me, oh, Pastor Biodun, right? Yeah. Oh, I was in that hall too. That's the way they behave in Abuja. Because people were already suggesting to me, oh, there's a school in Cairo. I said, God forbid. God didn't send us to, that's Nasarawa State. God sent us to FCT. So people began to backslide. People that will come to me, oh, I was much loved. After the service, people, you see the queue, will come to me for counseling. Some of them will just come and greet me. But now that this circumstance happened, nobody was greeting me. They will see me from my pastor. God bless. I'm telling you a true story. Some of you were there at Sheraton when I went up stage and I said, guys, I'm hurt. When I got home, God said, I didn't send you. So I learned how to do it. Engineer Nee, where are you? Yeah, he was part of the people. We were sleeping at the Metro Plaza in the dust because we didn't have money. Go there every day and pray all night. All night. Money started coming. You know who gave me money? Someone who didn't attend the church. While they were gossiping, without new church, they are going to close down. Yeah. He heard. And he said he was just touched by God. Now, he gave us 40 million. In 2008. Guys, 40 million was like, who can imagine? It's like somebody giving you 4 billion. I said, what? Who are you? Show me the spot where you heard. When he gave me the check. I said, I don't even know where to pray for you. I don't know how to pray for you. But I know that God sent you. If I pray for you now, it will cost you. That was the guy that bought a land. God told him to go and buy a land. And he bought the land, and God said, buy more. He bought a lot of hectares. After buying it, the government, then the FCT minister, just put poles of electricity and tarred the road, and the thing went up. I can't even give you the percentage because he bought it for I don't know. It just went up. Ridiculously. He came to tell me, he said, what kind of grace is this? I said, they play. Do you know what? You rescued my life. Help. David said, now I know the Lord saves his anointed. I have been in that circumstance many times. Can somebody shout hallelujah? This is not the first land we bought. The first land we bought was, I don't know what you call that area, maybe area 3 or something. Oh, I was really excited about the land. If you look at it, it's in the middle of Abuja. I was telling people, it's in the middle. We had spent 100 million on that land. The development control just came one day and just shut. We are not taking the land from you, but you can't build church here. It's not church land. I didn't know what to do. But we had this land. We wanted to build a skyscraper, underground parking, several things. We had dreams. So, but now we already bought this tent from Germany. So we said, okay, the best thing is don't tell anybody. So a man met me after. So we said, if you bought anything in the church, we divided everything we need here, chairs, several things. So just do your bit. But when you do it, let me pray for you. So this man came. As I held his hand to pray for him, God said, take him to the letter. I said, Satan, get behind me in Jesus' precious name. Do you know what I went through? Do you know what I went through? As I was praying for him, the Lord said, take him there. Third time, take him there. I said, okay. I said, sir, please, can you please sit down? When I'm done with this queue, I want to take you somewhere. So we drove here. He said, Pastor, is this what you're doing? Pastor. He opened his boots. First of all, gave me green. My God. My God. That man didn't know what he did that day. Because we couldn't tell anybody in church. We couldn't see anything. Because we didn't know who was doing us. Yeah.